Oh, that's it. That's it. What's up? That song gets me every week, y'all. I love that intro song. What's going on, family? Welcome to Poppy's Conversation Corner, happening here every Wednesday. It's your boy, Kerry. I'm excited to be here on tonight just to talk with you on mental health and finding the right support when it comes to your mental health. I'm excited about it. The power of therapy. That's a true statement. Therapy is very powerful if you embrace it. So let's talk about it on tonight. But come on in the room. Do me a favor when you're coming on in the room. Share the video, heart it. Let somebody know that we're having this conversation tonight. Great conversation with some great people. Comment in the comment section. Talk back to me. Get your comments put up on the screen. Let's have a conversation on tonight. I'm excited about this conversation. We're talking about the power of therapy, finding the right therapist. I mean, the right, I said that right still. Right, finding the right support for you. Because it's all about you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's all about you. Y'all, so let's talk on tonight. Have some great conversation. Do me a favor, hit the share button. Hit the share button. We're here every Wednesday live at 6:30 p.m. with some phenomenal guests tonight. Oh, I know you're sad. You only have me tonight, but it's okay. I'm great. But ooh, get that hair together. But next week we're gonna have a great guest with us. I'm excited about Erica H is gonna be with us next week talking about love and relationships. She's a guru and she's decided to be with me next week. I'm excited about that conversation. But do us a favor, like, share, comment. Like, share, comment. One more time. Like, share, and comment on this. Y'all, let's talk about it. But therapy, we're going to talk about it. Just jumping on in. That first point. Therapy is for everyone. Misconstrued to whatever people been telling you. No. It's for everybody. Whatever stage you're in. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be in a crisis. You don't have to be actually thinking that you're going through stuff. That's a true statement. I'm telling you. You do not have to be in crisis to seek out therapy. You don't have to be there. Like therapy helps just with everyday stresses that you go through in life, just to help you grow. Like you sometimes we feel stagnant. We're in our careers, we're operating in life, we're going through things. And we don't notice that like we're just going along to get along. And we don't know how to get out of the place that we're in because we're settled, we're okay. Like, but you're not growing, you're stagnant, and you're just like going along with the flow. But therapy has the ability, some tools that you can access by going to therapy. Your therapist, even and a lot of people don't understand too with case management. I'm telling you, even though you may think like, oh no, they help with this, they help with that, they can actually reinforce some tools to help you with what you're working on in therapy to actually like reinforce that, like back that up, support that. So if we're talking about careers, yes, you in therapy and you processing some things out with your therapist and you're talking about, well, I love my job, but I feel like I want to grow and I want to do this and I want to access this and I want to be able to operate in this. I can do this. I have the capability to do this. My background or my degree is in this, but I just don't know how to operate or get in that position to be in that right position. Case managers actually can help. They're a resource. And this hair is really cute tonight. Or is doing something for me tonight. But anywho, but they can actually help with the resource, the tools to actually help you like reinforce that. So maybe work on some on that resume. So maybe the verbiage on the resume is not what's getting the right views. So maybe they sit down, they can sit down with you, work on that resume, work on some interview processes like or like mock interviews. Like the case management can help reinforce what you're working on in therapy. But therapy, again, is for everyone. And it can help with everyday stressors, help you grow. It can help maintain your mental wellness. So even if you're thinking, hey, I'm in this great space, life is ooh, it's sunshine and roses, everything is great. therapy can actually still help maintain that so that it don't get derailed. So life don't throw you off track. So you can continue operating in that sunshine and rosy feeling. Like therapy can help reinforce that. So therefore it's for everybody. But also another great point about therapy is that it's like going to your doctor for a checkup. Therapy can be a regular part of self-care. That's a great fact. Like you don't know, like, well, sometimes we don't understand the power of a doctor's checkup until we go, we find out, or we it's preventative, and they're like, oh, we caught this, or we did this. That's the same with therapy. Like, and you can make it a normal part of just me caring for myself, me valuing my mental, me valuing how I feel about my mental well-being. Like that's important. Going to the doctor is as equally as important as talking to a therapist, working with a therapist, working through life with a therapist. I'm telling you, the tools that they can help you assess, like digging deep into some things, searching deep into some things, the therapist can help guide you. I like that. They can help guide you through life and some of the things that you're going through. So it's important to recognize that just like going to the doctor for your checkups, making therapy a part of your regular self care is important. And then on that final part, it's a space to process emotions, to set goals, and gain clarity. That's something that I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn that the hard way. But it does help gain clarity on some things that you think, and I'm speaking personally now, some things that you thought you had clarity on, some things that like it was very clear to you, but then you sit down with a professional and they start working through some things and processing some things, and it's like, oh, I thought it was this. I like thought I had a clear picture of this. I thought I knew this for what it was, and they help you see the bigger picture, and sorry, and it's a space again to process emotions, set goals, and gain clarity, not just for big problems. That's important too, because it's not always the big thing. Sometimes it's that small thing that end up growing into something bigger. But if you make therapy a part of your self-care process, it can catch it before it even grows to be something bigger than what it even needs to be. That's the power of therapy. I'm telling you, you have the ability to gain therapy, to gain a therapist to walk through life with you through not just big things, not monumentous things. Like it can be literally you just keep going through, like you just keep like finding yourself like finding small issues with people, not verbally saying anything. It's just like inner thoughts, like, oh my gosh, she irritates me this. Oh, that irritates me that. Oh, he keeps smacking his lips. Oh, he keep doing that. Like, and we don't even notice that those things are like internally like triggering other things in us. Like it's making us like it's not him that you have the issue with. It's something deeper than that. But by going to therapy, you can process that stuff. You can work through that stuff and figure out like why am I really this way? Why do I really act like this? Or why do I really think like this? And it's not even a bad thing. It's not again always bad. Like I feel like I have a oh la li, la 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 like a whoop de doo personality. Like I'm always up and like far in between that you'll catch me down. When I'm down, people worry because like why are you down? But at the end of the day, I have a whoop de doo personality, and even in that, it's still some things that I have to process through, work through to like figure out like why am I this way? Like it's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing. But am I whoop de doing and la 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 and smiling always to mask some things? Ha ha ha. What could that be the thing? And what is it? Because when we really search, when we really look deep inside, like it's some things that we got bottled up and we just mask it, we hide it. We grow to be that way, like adults and adulting. Like we got to go through life. Life is gonna happen. Life is happening. It's gonna happen with or without your consent. But to have the tools to navigate through that, to be able to process that effectively for our mental is key. It's key. And the key of it is assessing the right therapist, assessing the right support for you. Because again, I like to, when I was behind the phone, when I was the scheduler, scheduling people for therapy, I would always tell them, like, I'm telling you, like, if this therapist doesn't work, don't worry about it. We can try somebody else. And then if that therapist don't work, we can try somebody else. And if that therapist don't work, we can try somebody else. And you don't have to worry about me. There's no judgment here. We're not worried about that because guess what? It's just that serious. If this doesn't work for you, that just meant that that person wasn't the right person for you. But finding the right person is important. Like finding that right individual to mesh with you, to help you work through this. And we find people for different reasons. Some people go for the background on the therapist, so their background is equipped in helping with grief and traumas, or I've even heard it where I just liked your look. I like the way you look, so I scheduled an appointment with you, and guess what? You were the right fit. I just knew something about your look. It was something about your look that made me like, I need to schedule with her. I need to schedule with him, and it works. And guess what? And if it didn't work, you have the ability to say, "Hey, I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try something with someone else because maybe their tools, maybe their modalities, maybe the way that they're trying to work your process isn't working for you." Don't quit. Still, do not stop. Find someone else because guess what? Just because that person didn't work, we're gonna move on and we're gonna try someone else because it's that serious and it's finding the right support for you, not for the therapist. You're not, they're not interviewing you, you're interviewing them. I want to make sure you're the right fit for me. That first session is about that, literally. And I feel like that's what it is. What to expect in a session. Like it goes on to that. What to expect in your session. That first session is about finding out and getting to know you. That therapist wants to get to know you, but you're going to flip that. I want to get to know you too. I want to get to know how can you better fit me. What tools do you have that's going to help fit me too? Because your goals and what you're looking for to get out of therapy, they may not want to go in that route. In that first session though, you have the ability, as much as they're going to ask questions about you, you can flip that and ask it about you, about them, and you can make it as comfortable as you want. Take control of your mental health. Take control of your mental process, your mental health process, and you can ask questions. You can make it as broad as you want to and create that space that you want it to be. So if I want it to be this open space, of course it's always a safe space, but if I want it to be this open space where there's no bars hold and I'm gonna say everything and I'm gonna be like unfiltered and I want you to be unfiltered with me and come hard with me. You set that tone initially. Let that therapist know this is how I want my therapy journey to be. This is how I want my healing journey to be. And either they can get with it or they can tell you, hey, maybe I'm not a good fit for you, and vice versa. You can say, hey, maybe you're not a good fit for me, but set that tone in your initial session. You have the ability to do that. And you don't have to share everything though at once because when you go in, you go at your own pace. So you go in and you say, hey, listen, I just want to ask some questions about you. Like, how did you get in therapy? How did you become a therapist? What have you done in your past? Like, what does a healing journey look like for you? What does the healing process look? Ask questions, ask that whatever you want in that initial session, take control of it. It's your session. Ask questions. Like, and if you don't have questions to ask, sit there, let them ask you questions and feed off of them. So if they're saying, well, what brought you into therapy? Let them know, be open about it, be as open as you want to be open about it, and let them guide the conversation. If you're not comfortable enough to guide the conversation, they can guide the conversation. But know this, that is your conversation and you have the final, you have the control, you have the ability to navigate it at your own pace. Know that going into your first session, because for me that's an exciting day. Like I look at it like when I find my therapist, I go in excited, like because I don't know what to expect, they don't know what to expect. With me, I say I don't know what to expect because sometimes I don't know what's going to come out, I don't know what I'm going to say, like, and then it's about the energy that you give off. So if I'm that type of person, if you give me energy, I can give you but if you give me, I can give you that as well. So I can go with the flow. So for me, that's how I would navigate it. But I go in and I say, this is what I'm looking to do. This is where I'm at. This is what, and you don't have to be that open, bro. You can go in and say, listen, I'm here. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know why I'm here. I'm trying to figure it out. Let them help you, guide you through. Let them help work you through this. But over time, sessions might include, again, like I said, some strategies, be able to reflect on some things, help you get some tools to help you with challenges that you're facing in life. That's the ability that you like, that's what you can actually find yourself in. You can find yourself in a place by working this process of going to therapy. Now, it may not happen the first session because, again, you're still trying to open up. You're still trying to get comfortable. You're still trying to find out who this therapist is. The therapist is still trying to find out who you are. The therapist is still trying to find out why you're here. So they're able to, like, learn you over a couple of sessions. You're able to learn them over a couple of sessions. And the hope, the final destination is that by the end, you're able to find some strategies, work those strategies, be able to reflect on some things. Because, again, like I said earlier, some things that, like, little small things. Like, I used to get triggered by somebody, like, I'll be on a date and somebody scraped their teeth with the fork. I can't deal with you. I had to remember, like, and I had to process this through therapy. I had to remember that that was a trigger for me because when I was growing up, I used to get in trouble for doing that. And it in my head, like, now as an adult, it's like, you're not supposed to do that. Like, that's wrong to do that. Like, I was taught that you're not supposed to do that. So when now I go on dates and I'm sitting across from somebody who has the right to scrape their fork with their teeth. But for me, that was a no go, and I had to figure out, like, why am I this way, and it had to draw me all the way back to 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, sitting at the table with my grandparents, and it's like a no no, you don't do that. So I had to figure that out, work that out in my head, like, why am I this way? Why am I willing to, like, let possibly something good go because you just scraped your fork with your teeth? But I had to work that process, had to figure it out, reflect on some things. And then the therapist was able to help me strategize, like, next time, do this. Next time, do that. Next time, maybe put your mind on this. Do this instead. Start drinking something. Throw your mind on focusing on something else instead of them scraping their fork on the teeth. So that's the power of therapy. That's some things that you can expect while in therapy. That's the power of it. Like, and again, it goes back to finding the right support. That's what we're talking about tonight, y'all. If you can do me a favor, if you're jumping on, if you're just gonna stay on for a second, that's fine. Do me a favor. Hit that share button though. Let somebody else know that we're having this conversation on the power of therapy. The power of therapy, finding the right support for you. That's important, it's vital. If you're going to work this therapy process out, you want to find the right person. It's important having that right person because, again, the wrong person will have you maybe doing some things that you don't want to do, operating in a way that you don't want to operate in, and you not recognizing that you have the power in your healing journey and your mental health journey to take control of that, to say, um, no, I'm not going to do that. And just know, to Michael, Mikey, what types of therapy is available. Therapy ranges far and wide. I mean, you have grief therapy, you have um, trauma therapy, you have music therapy, you have all these types of therapies. I'm telling you, whatever point you find yourself in life, I'm telling you, there's a therapist, there's uh, a technique for you, a counselor for you. Yes, and developing a relationship with your counselor therapist takes time. It definitely does, Brittany. I'm telling you, like, I think what happens though is it is like because it is like building a relationship. It is like we don't want to equate it to a romantic relationship, but when you get to know somebody, when you first meeting somebody, it does take time. Like I've been in situations though that I sat 8, 9 hours sitting getting to know someone, but it's fair to say like I know you, like I know enough about you, but that still takes time. You can know someone for years upon years, and because they're still changing and growing and learning and moving and shaking, that doesn't mean that they're not still growing, and who they were 5 years ago is not who they're gonna be today. um she said, laugh aloud, I know I've had my share. No, it's real, it's real, that's real, I'm telling you. But you have to give that therapist a chance. And if you don't feel comfortable giving that person a chance, the great thing about it is that there's somebody else out there for you. Like there's somebody else out there for you. So if that person, if you say is one and done with me, guess what? Don't stop. I'm encouraging you to go out there, push, 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 push. That's how serious it is. Did you see my face? Push, push, push. Yeah, for real. And go find someone else. Like there's resources out there. I'm telling you, psychology today, there's websites, resources out there. If you don't feel like that person is a great fit for you, go out there and search someone else. We use social media for everything. I'm telling you. Um, my friend Jen, I like to call her my friend Jen. She's a TikToker. She TikToks everything, and I'm telling you, I'm sure on TikTok, I'm sure on my favorite Facebook, there's some body out there who would encourage you to go to this person, who would push you to seek out this person because they're recommending them. And all you have to do is put it out there. And in 2025, if you are still like that person who don't want everybody in your business, that's fine. There's private search engines that you can go do. There's again, I push to all of my people psychologytoday.com because it's a resource tool where you go in there, you can put if you have insurance, you can put your location, you can put if you want telehealth in person, you can put all these filters, you can filter out if you're looking for a grief therapist, well, you can filter out if you're looking for a sex therapist, like whatever the case may be. Go on psychologytoday.com and you can search clinicians that's on there who can better fit you. You know that they take your insurance. You know if they're accepting clients or not. You know, like if they're telehealth accessible. Like you can figure that out all on psychologytoday.com. And I'm pubbing for them, so hopefully they see this and they hop in my inbox. But no, that's me being goofy. But no, psychologytoday.com is a great resource if you're not open to going on social media and saying, "Hey, I'm looking for a therapist. Any recommendations?" Because again, it's your privacy, and if you don't want to put it out there, don't do it. Go search those tools. You can call me 513-570-4068. Ask for Kerry. I'll help you. I'm telling you, I'm just that nice. I'll do it for you. No, I won't do it for you, but I'll help with those resources to help get you the right therapist, because it's all about finding that right fit. And again, the therapist that you might get placed with that initial time may not be a great fit for you. But I'm telling you, keep searching, keep looking. We're gonna find that person. You're gonna find it. We're gonna find it together. But I want to move on. I'm gonna move on to the next topic. Finding the right therapist is like finding the right fit. And when I think of that, I think of the right fit, meaning like I feel like this is a great fit for me, the right outfit for me. It blends well with my complexion. I really do well with bright colors though because of my darker complexion, but this just does something to me. So how I fit this together, is like finding the right therapist. It has to go hand in hand. It's okay to shop around. I've been saying it the whole time. It's okay to shop around for your therapist who makes you feel heard, safe, and understood. You don't want to be in a therapy session and feeling like you always have to battle. Every time you say something, they coming back, and every time they say something, you feel like you got to come back. And you want to feel heard though. You want to feel supported, and you want to feel understood. So when you find that right person, those three qualities are something that you're looking for: heard, you feeling safe, and you feeling understood. If you can find that in that initial session or at the second session, the third session, you want to give it a couple tries possibly. Hey, like that first session, maybe they kind of talked over me, but maybe it's because they were so excited. So I'm gonna give them another chance. You come back that second session. Oh, she listened. Oh, she was understanding me. I felt safe in that space. She opened up the floor. She made this feel like a safe space. That's my right person. You go back again though, possibly, and it's like, okay, it felt safe. I felt heard, but I don't think she's understanding what I'm saying. I don't think she gets what I'm saying. Maybe it's because we're in different eras. She grew up in a different space and a group at different times. So maybe that's just her life and her life lived experiences is feeding into this. So maybe that's what it is. So maybe that's why I need to keep shopping. I need to keep searching. I need to keep looking around to find my right person. I'm telling you, finding the right therapist is like finding the right fit. Just keep shopping around, keep searching, until you find that person for you because you'll have that aha moment. This is it. I'm telling you. And you want to ask questions during that first session. I already said this. What's their approaches? Do they specialize in what you're dealing with? Again, have that open floor to ask whatever you want. Ask questions to make yourself feel comfortable. And even if it's to the point where you feel like you went too far, I don't think a therapist not hurt anything that they're going to be surprised about. I don't think you can surprise them. And if you do surprise them, I think they'll create the space for you to know that, hey, maybe this is not this out of my realm house. Maybe this is out of my sphere. So I'm gonna like recommend you go here, or I'm gonna recommend you go talk to Kerry, or it's not Kerry anymore. Because if you're at Poppy's, you're talking to the one, the only Ebony, who's great and phenomenal. She's gonna be on this show one day. But you're going to go back to Ebony and we're going to get you scheduled with someone else because maybe I'm not the right person to help you work through what you need to work through. And we want you to work through what you want to work through and be effective. So we're going to recommend that you go here or vice versa. You're going to tell that therapist, or you maybe you don't feel comfortable telling the therapist. You're going to call that scheduler. You're going to say, hey, she wasn't a great fit for me. So do you think you can get me with someone else with my availability and I want them in person? Be open, take control, seize the day. But look for the therapist who aligns with your personality, values, cultural background, because that's important. And make it important to you. Make that important to you. I'm telling you, make that important to you because um, finding that person who fits your personality is important. Because if you come off too stern, too forceful, and that person is too giggly and too laugh, and you like, why is everything is laughing? Do it look like I'm laughing about this? No. So you want to make sure that we're equally yoked. We're equally on the same wavelength. You want to make sure that that's happening when you're searching for your therapist. I'm telling you guys, the therapy is powerful. Therapy is as effective as you're going to allow it to be. But finding the right support is important. And that's what we talked about on tonight. That's what we've talked about. That's what we're exclaiming, that we're letting you know that that's what's important. Finding that right support for you is important on your healing journey. While you're going through this process, while you're working through your process, if you haven't started your process, we're telling you, I'm encouraging you to find the right support for you and watch your journey be effective and watch it be life changing because you have the right person walking along with you. And I'm telling you, if you don't know how to do this, if you don't know where to start, I'm going to encourage you to call me. because I'll help you walk through your journey. I'll help you walk through the process. And again, it doesn't even like that's how serious I am about this. It doesn't even have to be here at Poppy's. It doesn't. If you need to find that right person, and out of all of my 30 plus people, I can't find you that right person, or we can't find a person here, there's thousands of other people around Ohio, around the country, around the world who can help you. So let's find that right support for you. I love it when my clients feel comfortable to ask me questions. Our sessions are more organic. Facts. When they're open, when the conversation is flowing, and you don't have to push, you don't have to prime, you don't have to set a stage, you don't have to do this. It's just organically flowing. That's amazing. That spark is there. That's amazing. I'm telling y'all, that is awesome. Do me a favor though. Share this video, heart this video. Let somebody know that we had this conversation on tonight. Let them know that finding the right support is important and it's possible. You can do it. I'm telling y'all, we're here every week, every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. We're live. Next week, we're gonna have a phenomenal guest. She's gonna be with us. We're gonna talk about love and relationships, and we're having the love guru on next week, so I'm excited about it. Erica H will be with us. Join us, share the videos, heart the videos. When you see the post come out on the marketing on next week's show, share that marketing material. Let somebody know that we're talking about love and relationships next week. Something I fail at, but we're going to talk about it because the love guru is going to help me and you. So join us next week, y'all. Share the video. Go to visit us on our Facebook page at poppystherapeuticcorner.com. No, that's not the Facebook page. It's at Poppy's Therapeutic Corner. You can visit our website at poppystherapeuticcorner.com. You can learn more about us on that website, learn who we are, where we are. Our clinicians are on there, our Cincinnati location, our Dayton location, our school therapists are on there. Get to know us. Get to know me, our leadership team, our CEO, the founder, myself. Learn us. Get to know us. But y'all, we're here every week. I'll see y'all next week. Love y'all. Be blessed. Continue on to next week.